Ian, ultimately it's defeat here at Inverness, but I have to say for those of us travelling up, we could see the difficulties that you had straight from the start with limited numbers. Can you start telling us about the game and then tell us a wee bit about the challenges you've faced?
Yeah, the game, I felt in the game we actually showed some really good play at times on a very difficult surface, I have to say. This pitch is normally excellent, at the moment it's not for whatever reason that happens. We worked incredibly hard within the game, we stuck to our game plan very well. We lost goals at difficult times in the first half, but apart from that one, the 2 goals and the one that Jamie saves in the first half, I don't think it's too much to do. And we've had a couple of opportunities. If William scores his one where he's clean through in the second half, and it puts a bit of nerves at Inverness, and I felt within the game with what we had, and the players gave us everything as usual.
What about their team selection difficulties? A kind of 4-1-4-1 formation, and it must have been like a Rubik's Cube looking at that team sheet today.
Yeah, a lot. We knew we had a couple of injuries from Tuesday night because it was during the game, but the other ones have came and been sprung upon us. Brad Spencer trapped nerve in his back Thursday morning, I think it was, nothing to do with football. Scott McGill this morning sick. Ross Miller and Scott Brown both playing, not 100% fit today, and we had to use them to try and get through this game. We also have one eye on Tuesday night. The other one's Tom Lang. We saw his hamstring on Tuesday night. Adam Masson goes injured in the warm-up on Tuesday night. So it's been difficult, there's no question about it. I think when you see the team selection, it's not just putting players in awkward positions for them, you're losing a lot of their game. Scott Brown at centre half, who I thought done absolutely fantastic today. We lose his drive in midfield as well, moving Sam Stanton back one to fill in there. We lose him from the forward midfield. Dylan Easton, Lewis Vaughan playing centre mid. It's alien to them. But over the piece, I felt within the game they gave everything.
What does that say about us kind of moving forward into Tuesday's game? I mean, we've also got Ross Milne, looked like he's playing with a bit of strap in there. Isma's been carried off rather than limping off as well. It's quite something to behold. Yeah,
at the moment, if we stand here right now, we've got 11 fit outfielders. For numerous reasons, we have to check on the boys tomorrow. It's how do you say it? It's frustrating because there's a lot of aspects to it. I've always said your own success can be your downfall, and by getting to the latter stages of cups, it's costing us midweek Saturday, and I'll keep going back to it, and I know there'll be a reason, but I wish it would just tell us why are we cramming all the games in and not giving teams a break. We go on and on and on about welfare. How do we make the game better for supporters? How do we make the game better for television? But by making us play all these games, you're actually diluting the product they're getting to watch. And women and children and men today have paid a lot of money to come up here and watch a game, and we've not been able to field a full team, and that's not our fault.
What about the team are just kind of going through their warm down and their stretches behind us? What's the spirit like in amongst them? Because they look noticeably dejected coming off the park, having, as you say, given it what they could.
Yeah, again, I always I don't tell anything here that I don't say to the players, and I said to the players after the game, we'll always question quality in football. We'll always look for how can we get better if we win a game or if we lose a game. And we will. I felt our phases and forward play today could have been better, but we did show some good signs. But their work rate and their determination and attitude towards the game was spot on. And I told them I was proud of them, and I am, because I felt we came up here today in difficult circumstances and we gave absolutely everything. For me, it was a better performance than it was on Tuesday night. You've
said in the past that we've shown that we can kind of cope with the underdog tag, and we can kind of fight when it seems that everything is against us. It strikes me that Tuesday's going to be every such an opportunity. Yeah,
the reality is, Davey, if we have to check in the boys tomorrow, I'm not trying to dramatise it, we might not be able to field the team because of the rules. We've sent 3 boys out on loan, we can't recall them. At this stage of the season, signing players is incredibly difficult, and we've been asked to go these Saturday, Tuesdays, and it's very, very hard. So the reality is, I don't think any team, or certainly myself, I've never been in this position in my whole career as a player or as a manager or coach, but the players, if they're fit, we'll play them. We have to. We have no options, and they will give everything as they always do.
It's such a difference to the game, our last game, where we had a full bench and you had a range of options open to you.
Yeah, it changes so quickly. As I say, we picked up numerous injuries on Tuesday, and then added to Scott McGill this morning was a blow for us. And then if Ross Milne comes off injured today, Isma comes off injured today, so we've effectively lost another 3 within the last 24 hours. But as I say, we have to check on them. We have to try and recover them. We have to try and get ourselves ready for Tuesday night.
I was also struck that the time you take to acknowledge the supporters who've travelled up. We've got a quite incredibly bad record in terms of playing Inverness across the piece, but travelling this distance as well, when we know we're up against it, it's quite a formidable effort for the supporters, isn't it?
Fantastic, really is. I think it is a long journey, and I just wish I could have told them before the game that we were down to 11 or 12, because I think it's fair to them, but also you don't want to give too much away to the opposition, so it's a balancing act. I think they showed their appreciation to our boys when, you know, clapping them off the park. And as I've always said, the easiest thing in the world is to criticise and throw stones, but they stood there today and applauded those boys, and they deserved it.
Cheers, Ian.
Thank you.